So we have discussed the integer pointer, float pointer and character pointer. Now I will give an example program to demonstrate how we can understand the pointers, and this is that program. So in this program we have declared one integer pointer. First I have declared a variable, right? So let me trace line by line. Int a means a variable a is created by the first statement, and an address is allocated for that variable. Let the address be 100. Next, a is equal to 10. By this statement, a value 10 is stored in a. So after declaring the variable, I have declared the pointer p. So I have declared the pointer p. Memory is allocated for pointer p, and p is equal to ampersand a. Ampersand a is nothing but 100. This 100 is going to be stored in p. So p consists of the value 100. So I am writing 100 in p. So whenever it stores the address of p, then I can say that p is a pointer to a. So here we have written 4 printf statements. In the first 2 printf statements, we have printed the value of a. We can print the value of a in 2 ways, either by using the variable name a, that is directly. So here also 10 is printed. But in the second printf statement, I have used a notation called star p. Star p will also give the same value 10. I will explain you what is the meaning of star p. Star p is nothing but value. Star means value at address. Star means what? Value at address. Value at address operator. Okay, star means value at address. Now tell me, star means value at address. I am substituting value at address in place of star. P I am writing as it is. I am writing p as it is. So value at address p. Value at address p. So value at, that means value at address. What is the p value? The p value is nothing but 100. As you can see here, the p value is nothing but 100 here. So substitute the value 100 here. So value at address 100. Now tell me what is the value that is available at this address, that is 100. The value available at this 100 address is nothing but 10, right? So the result is how much? The result is nothing but 10. That means by using the second printf statement also we are going to print the value as 10 only. So by these 2 printf statements I can say that a and star p are same. A and star p are same. So in order to print the value of a, either use this direct notation, that is a, or use the indirect notation, that is star p. Both are same. So first 2 printf statements are completed. In the second set of printf statements, the last 2 printf statements are going to print the address of a. Again there are 2 ways to print the address. Either you use the ampersand a, this is also going to print the address, but the ampersand a is already stored. As you can see from this statement, the ampersand a, the address of a is already stored in p, means p and ampersand a both are same. P also consists of the address. So either I can use this notation, to print the address, or I can use this notation, that is I can also print it as p. So whether you mention it as p or you mention it as ampersand a, both are going to print the same address, that is 100, onto the screen. Okay. Here one more thing to note is that here we have used one format specifier, that is %u. The %u is always used for printing the addresses. What is the format specifier for printing the addresses? For addresses we have to use the %u as the format specifier. So this is the tracing of the program. Let us go for the execution of the program practically. So this is the online compiler we are using. The same code is present here. Now I am going to execute this program. For the two printf statements at the beginning, I am going to get as a is equal to 10 and a is equal to 10. Both are same. And for the address of a, in both the cases I am getting the same address because I have used some different notations. I have used from some different notations, that is as ampersand a and p both are same, and a and star p are both are same. So this is the explanation about the pointers.